He's here. We need to talk about a few things.
Myself with my staff, because I'm just sick like that. Ugh.
Like, go in that alley.
It's private. Discretion is important. To start things off, we know that of the two of you, the person who would more than likely be in contact with the hyena during that day in the meat rack, it would be you.
Okay.
What exactly did you discuss with this hyena?
Well, you got the first off the whole spray paint thing, and then I asked them to help me with something personal, completely unrelated to the gang, or even hyenas at that.
And what exactly was this that you asked of him?
Leg.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, you got into contact with this hyena, and the only reason that you did it was so that you could have your leg replaced?
Yeah, because all the medics refused to, even though it's not like I'm not sound of mind.
You weren't under punishment either. That's a question, by the way, not a statement.
I didn't even hear what you said.
You weren't under punishment either.
Yeah. I know.
I'm asking you were or
Oh.
weren't.
No, I don't
Okay.
know.
The reason why they wouldn't want to do this is because it would be a waste of resources. You had a perfectly good leg, and they wouldn't have just given you one just because you wanted a replacement.
Yeah. Which I understand that. That's why I bought my leg with my own money. I've used my own resources.
In the future, just start with that. Because if we have to go through all these hoops to get a straight answer, then I can't reliably rely on you to get information to me quickly as possible.
Okay.
Was there anything else that you needed to add on to that? That issue specifically. Good. Now comes the other issue. At brazenly pointing a gun at one of our other Hollow members.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any idea just how stupid of an action that was?
Yeah. Afterwards, yeah.
Yeah, afterwards. Not in the moment, not thinking of that moment before it even happened. Afterwards.
No, cause at my base, before I joined the Hollow, we dicked around like that. And when I realized that wasn't like this, I immediately stopped and apologized. I can't do much more than that. Can't change their opinion. Can't change what I did.
No, but what you can do is actually think. Because I know you're not that stupid. You know that you're not that stupid. Or am I wrong in that assumption?
Nah, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, I think I'm capable of a person.
So then let me ask you this. Is this going to happen again?
No. I thought that was already pretty clear from you talking to me in the techie bay about it, and me going out of my way like anytime I see Tier to talk about it and like make it up to them.
And are you going to be certain that your anger isn't going to get the better of you again? To someone else?
No, I can't. I can't promise that. No.
Hello.
I will try my best not to. I've been really trying, but
Come down one.
it's hard.
Then let me give you a proper reminder. If I ever hear of anything like this sort of stunt happening again, I won't hesitate to act. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Good. I expect you to be smarter about this because I expect a lot out of you. I know you're capable. And to make these kinds of mistakes will not do. I know there were other things that you wanted to add to that.
What's your want out of wanting to get into security?
I mean, it's not to be like, oh yeah, I got the power or anything. I mean, I just think it'd be cool, and I feel like I could do good stuff by doing so. But I mean, I can't really give you like a solid reason. I like protecting the people that are my family. I'm loyal to Whispers through and through. Nothing can change that. I mean, the real issue though that I've seen with like how you handle your security team is like I can't do my like little joke little punches here and there if I'm part of security. So I'm not like real butthurt if it's like a out of the question. I mean,
I do
part of
need
the
more
hollow
people.
to do better. So
And Chase and Wrench have actively tried to get me to find more people.
don't you have
I
like
just-
like a bunch of people? I thought there was a
I
bunch
have
of
8. I need 13. 12. It's my max put.
God damn.
Jokes and everything like that are fine. Trust me. I mean, I've regrettably, though, in the scenarios we all knew what was happening, I've pulled my gun out on someone before, not with live rounds and confetti rounds. I made sure everyone knew beforehand too, because they don't pop out as hard. But I need you to know that this isn't a good feeling.
Yeah.
And staring the barrel down. By someone that wears your same colors. In a non-hostile scenario. Just be very careful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to steal that from you, by the way.
No. It was important to bring up.
Like Python said, you're not stupid. I've seen it. I've been keeping an eye out on you. And others. Just before I even have the consideration to try and bring you on for your tests and trials like the others, I need to see some improvement from your anger issues. Cyrus has the same problems, but I know I can reel him in, and he can reel himself in. So just in case you end up seeing him kind of blow his top off.
I've seen him get angry. I mean,
I know his real issues, and I think at some point soon, or if not, then everybody should already know. Just keep that in mind.
yeah.
That's all. You're free to go home.
Cool. You guys want a Slurpee? I can bring Slurpee back.
No.
I can pay you. I can pay you back. Just bring me something random.
I don't pay.
Fair enough. Chase gave me a set of coordinates. He wants us to meet him in a train station.
Thank you for trusting me with what I did. I wanted to get the message across plainly.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna do it when you kicked him against the wall, but you didn't. You're smart too. I trust you.
Thank you for trusting me.
Okay.
Evie!
Where'd he go?
He's over there.
There he is.
I walked
He
so
walked,
far.
right?
I can do some yapping to myself, you know?
Yeah, no, I getcha.
Okay. Well, that's really it. Thank
The
you.
biggest L of this is if it's such a little ego fuck. So the shotgun scared him more, but like getting a gun pointed at him doesn't scare him that much because he's like, they're not gonna shoot me.
As I just imagine him in his head, right? Like I have the gun on it. It's just like in his head.
Yeah, literally.
If I had it like a pistol or like an AR or something, not something that'll blast your arm off, I would have like probably straight a shot to the side of your head. Not like on your head,
Double.
but like on your side.
I did not expect to get fucking double whammy. Double dirty.
That's because whenever
Crazy.
fucking yeah. I don't know if you actually did take your gun out.
I did.
On my side, I didn't see it.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't see it
Yeah.
on my side. I don't know why.
I took the gun out, pointed it at his chest, and then when I said, if I catch you doing that again, I shot next to his head.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so real, bro. Where the fuck was I? What? I didn't hear it or see it. Something's wrong, bro.
We're
Alright,
trying to
well,
be crazy sometimes now.
Yeah, to be crazy. Their fucking update fucked all the audio shit. and
Yeah.
they fixed it.
I mean, I still need to fix this. It's still too quiet. Unless you're like right next to it.
Quiet.
All right.
Yay!
You see, you worried for nothing.
I know. Excuse you. I think I was right to be a little bit worried. I was thinking it was gonna talk about Sniffet yelling at Wrench.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a.
he's handling that.
Yeah, he's handling that.
You still have
I
to
don't
deal
know
with
how that's gonna go.
Listen,
Because
have fun.
Sniffet's very strong in his opinion. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I respect you. I trust you. Like, can you just like be like, hey, we're gonna just go talk to him next time. Like, that's all we were wanting. At least all I was wanting.
Thank you, Pookie.
Thank you, Pookie.
Okay, my
Gotta go have a scene.
We gotta go to another
I'm
scene.
going to Kaz, yeah.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, it was funny. I don't know what that Neb guy was worried about. It was perfectly fine. No, Kuro, I did exactly what he did to Asha. I shot next to his head.
Okay, crazy.
My bad,
I could have been
man.
cards up, you know, and I would have taken that game. Okay.
Dude, yeah, you're in character. I'm just. Yeah. That's the crazy part, bro. Yeah, alright. I just jumped out the fucking train.
Yeah, this is my stop.
Our public train, by the way, we're on a Whisper Metro controlled train.
Real.
Here's how you know.
I was joining in, and I still had the picture of the other fucking map, so I was like, we were just here. Wait a minute. And then I loaded this picture. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. That's crazy. Okay.
Cards out whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna go over here and start it whenever. And we come from over here. Get everything in and done. Kappa. Okay. Just start walking, and then we'll be good.
Chase.
Hey, how you doing? Sorry I couldn't have the talk back at home. I got business to attend to, another outpost. You know how it is.
Of course.
Just take the train back. Same line. Alright, take a seat. So, how can I help you?
Discussions about how we are to go forth with communication with Tyrion.
Right, Kieran. Okay.
It's,
Are you asking me, or do you have a proposal?
It's more concern for the future if we are to continue our talks with him about how we should be handling it.
Okay. Let's hear 'em.
Considering that at this point he is our main juncture for getting most of our information of Leviathan outside of trying to find it through our own means, I see it necessary to give him at the least a little more respect. From what we understand from the last juncture that he was on with assisting at another one of Leviathan's facilities, he seemed more distant, still willing to help, mind you, but when everything was said and done, he simply walked away, trying to lick at his wounds on his own terms. I believe that he has at least some forms of resentment from the last encounter that we had when we sat with him in the meeting room.
Okay.
Mind you, I understand your concerns as well as everyone else's, but I fear that if we keep pushing him away, that we will lose our only main consistent form of intelligence from him to get at Leviathan. And if we are to go about getting that information ourselves, the only feasible way of getting that information would be to send people out into the front. And I am not willing to let more people die just to even get a chance at information.
Well, he already made his global announcement, which was progress. But he still failed to meet us at a gathering point and discuss if he would be at an objective or not, but I can live with that. Look, I understand the necessity. Don't think I'm just some blind fool who, just blows his hat when somebody has something to say that I don't like. But it's more than that. It's about reputation. It's about upholding ourselves. The Whisperers are not in a good position. Okay? We've not been in a good position for a very long time. We're bottom feeders. We've been riding off of the backs of other people, having to regain our title, our colors, and our standing in this city. And if we let people come into our home, and regardless of how much they respect us and how much effort they put in, that doesn't mean that they can just walk on us. Talk to the people that effectively are a foundation for the city. That's not even just for me. It's for when I die and I pass on, I want the next leadership to have that same respect for themselves. People will just see it as I'm just some egotistical asshole. But it's more than that. It's not just respect for myself, it's respect for my family. And if people walk in and I'm a leader of this thing and they can't do the bare basic of giving me that respect and understanding my terms in my city, then what hope do I have of working with this person in the future? I am sick and tired of having to cut corners and give up my morals and the Whisperer's morals for lesser people. Because we need an inch in a wall. There's a line that I will not cross. And I've crossed it a lot of fucking times. See, Whisperers, they can die out there on the field, and they can die for what they believe in the way that they believe in it. But as soon as we start throwing away our basics and then we're dying for something else. It isn't for us anymore. It isn't for our code. It's for these fucking other people. I just don't like the way he talked to us. Or me, for that matter.
Right. And again, I understand your concerns for it. I simply am also concerned that if we let this slip, then we'll simply just be as lost if we didn't have him show up in the first place. I'm not suggesting to just let him come in whenever he wants, walk about wherever he pleases, but to just give him a little bit of respect, one that you would want him to show you.
Do you trust him enough, the two of you?
I do.
He's helped out in ways before that have proven for me to have that inch of trust and respect that we need so we can have a mutual beneficial relationship with him.
Okay, it's your home he's walking into. Okay.
I don't think he should freely walk in the hollow. I think meeting him on neutral grounds is the better things of what you set up there. Just like with some other people in the hollow. I know he didn't like the way he talked to you. Tonage, you know.
It's like, what's that theatrical girl? What's her name?
Red.
When she shows up and she gives you attitude, you don't like it. You hate it. She doesn't deserve the right to walk in our home and talk to us like that. It's the same thing. This is some outsider, and even lesser than Red, who's a whisperer and fought for us. But just because someone fights for us, it doesn't give them a right to think that they're better than us. But I'm not saying I'm not going to give them that respect. But if they walk in our home and they walk and talk like that, they're going to expect backlash. And it's not just going to be from me, you know, it's going to be from the other people that deserve the right to have that respect. So I can say yes. And I can let them walk in my home and give them that respect. But I can't promise you that everyone else will give them that respect.
Of course.
Which means more work on your hands if shit gets out of hand.
I just unfortunately wasn't there for the entirety of it, so I have like 15% of like what he was saying in that entire meeting you had with him. I like, me and Python were sent out here, and I know enough to have confidently have this talk, but I also don't know enough to see why whenever the second time I came up there, you were having the very loud tone you were with him.
I think my biggest concern is he was reluctant to meet my terms. We didn't do enough research into this individual, and just because they showed up and helped us on one mission, well, I've been told that people did think about it, but it wasn't handled in a way I liked. But the fact that they could have just been lying, manipulating us the whole time, they could have been leading us to traps, to places where Leviathan wanted us to go, and he blindly wanted me to trust him because he was helping us. And he thought one mission on his own terms was enough to prove that. But it wasn't. It's not on my terms. I needed to know that he was actually fighting Leviathan, which is why I made him do the global announcement. And he also made it very clear that he said himself in his words that what he is doing is stupid, and he's willing to go get himself killed for it because he has a grudge against his dad. Like, that's not enough for me to want to send my family to go die with this guy. You know what I mean? That's a lot of what ifs. So yeah, I lost my patience with him. And he started talking over me and shit, and you know how it goes.
Yeah. There's the context I was missing.
There's probably a lot more, but you know, that giving you TLDR.
It's all I needed, really. But again, for me at least, and I'll be telling this to Wrench too, and the rest of leadership, that I do think we should be meeting him on either neutral ground or somewhere in Whisperer territory, not the Hollow. I don't think he's given us enough for him to walk around, even with someone tailing him.
No, I think I'm gonna have to agree with Python on this one. I think we should give him an inch of respect. It's just it's a good segue. He did what I told him to do. So, if he does come into my home, I do need security watching him though.
Of course.
I don't want him to go in rooms where he doesn't need to go. The only designated places I really want this guy to go is possibly our tech room and the meeting room. Tech room for obvious if he needs to give us intel or show us locations, and the meeting room to discuss matters of importance. And obviously the bathroom if he needs to pee or whatever the fuck.
No, he just doesn't have bathroom privileges anymore.
Okay. That's fine. If you want him to piss on our floors and you fucking clean it up afterwards, that's fine by me.
I have someone for that.
You have someone for that? Oh. Sorry, my liege. I didn't know you were so high up the ranks.
Yeah, I've been making all these connections while you've been doing your job, you know?
Yeah?
No.
Okay. Your girlfriend doesn't count as a connection, by the way.
Hey! Hey. Really? No, I'm kidding.
Is there anything else? Heard there was a lot of ruckus in my home yesterday. A lot of gunfire.
We should tell you about that if Wrench hasn't told you, actually. He's got a lot on his plate already, like you do. So I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't able to tell you it.
Let's hear it.
After the mission, you know, gems, we sent gems out on it as a little trial test because we knew there was going to be a Hulk there. At least, you know, a really good estimated guess off of the previous things we've done involving Leviathan. They had fought something completely different. From what I saw, it had two weird appendages coming out of its back and some weird fin along the middle of its spine. And it, from what they said, gathered electricity and blew it out, like some kind of EMP. Gems, or from what they said about Gems, Gems was able to withstand it, unlike the others. But he started to overheat. So after the entire mission and all that, and they get back, Gems had a severe injury around here. And Alice was fixing him up to get rid of whatever. And according to Alice and Blockhead, the wound on Gems disappeared and went on to Alice.
Okay. And this sparked gunfire. Why?
From what I understand, Wrench was trying to give an order to Ace to move him up to the meeting room. And apparently, either at some point the order wasn't listened to, or there was too much of a commotion in the medical bay, and I believe it boiled into what he did in the medical bay.
Did he shoot somebody?
No.
No.
Okay.
Osho stood in the way of Ace. I assume because he might have thought that what Gems did was on purpose and not an accident. His connection to Alice was that, their relationship. And Sniffit had opinions and yelled at Wrench. Wrench yelled back. And there was just a big commotion in there, and he shot the ceiling.
What did Sniffit have to say?
That's something you're gonna have to ask Wrench, because apparently Wrench is gonna handle it. But he didn't tell me more than that Sniffit just snapped back at him, so.
Yeah, sounds like Sniffit. Okay.
There were more gunshots. I think they were in the meeting room, and I don't know what happened there. I got there and I saw the bullets on the wall, and but probably frustration from Wrench.
Yeah. Which, I think about it, brings me to something important I've needed to speak to the two of you about for a while now. Me and Wrench have been discussing our future here in the Whispers, and it's bleak, I'll be honest with you. There isn't a future that me and Wrench can clearly see where everything's roses for us. When this war ends, I think it's only the beginning. I think we as the Whisperers are very likely going to lose most of the ground that we gain. And I think re-entering the underground is very much going to be our future option. A lot of the Whisperers, I've been speaking to the Green Pit, we've been, as you can see, regaining our tunnel systems, rebuilding, preparing. I don't think Keijin is going to be so forgiving and so understanding when the war is all over. We'll have a lot of tigers who will surrender, and we're going to be over capacity. We're not going to have the room for them. We're certainly not going to have the eyes to watch that many people either. And I imagine small cells will be born, rebels, that kind of thing. Not going to be easy for us. And I think... oh, this sounds a bit extreme. But I believe that me and Wrench think that what the Whisperers are right now and have been since I've been alive and been in power, I think it dies with me and Wrench. That legacy, that version of us. I don't think it has to, though. But the Whisperers I see in front of me are very different. Very different from how I see myself. You're more understanding of this world. You're more forgiving. You find respect in people where I couldn't. And you're happy to work with Kaijin, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You laugh, but reluctantly, I've seen you work with Kaijin.
That's not better of a word.
Yeah. Where I wouldn't even dream of it. I just tell them to go fuck themselves. I was in when I was arrested a while back, and O'Delly found himself imprisoned. I couldn't help but hold my tongue in that meeting. Every council member, I think, almost turned on me in that meeting. I couldn't sit in a room with these fucking people and keep my mouth shut. And I think a lot of whisperers nowadays, especially the two of you, if you were in my situation, you'd play the part. You keep your mouth shut. You do as you're told. Because, you know, you have a lot of people you care about. I think I find it difficult to balance that. I love my family, don't get me wrong. But my legacy is all I have, you know? I am Chase Henderson. And that's all I want to be until death. I don't want to change for them. I don't want them to change me. But, you know. I need to pick the left hand. We're probably not going to leave this train until we've decided on one, so we're picking today. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can make this a little bit more difficult, but it can end now. Muerte, I think you are someone that is good at rallying the people. I think you have a good voice. You have the respect. And there's a lot of people that would come to your aid if you needed it. I think you've got a bit of an attitude about you. But spunk is important. It's what makes you different from everybody else. Makes you stand out. Makes you relatable. I'm reluctant to give you my left-hand position. But I think you would make a wonderful champion for the Whisperers. By then, I think you'd be a good left hand, because as much as I've told you the opposite, you have carried emotion on your shoulders. You have let emotion drive you in some cases, and you've let this allow you to make mistakes. And that's not a bad thing. My left hand needs to be my voice, my passion, my understanding, where my right hand is my control, my loyalty, my iron fist. As my left, I will need you to be honest with me, transparent. But I'm also not so willing to just give you those positions and say that's it, that's final, if you don't agree. If you agree, and we can set it in stone. If you don't, and look, don't feel afraid to say otherwise because you're sitting next to each other and you're friends or whatever. This is a serious matter. This is, you know, our legacy. How we continue moving forward. A lot might change. If me and Wrench die, that means it continues with you. Or you. That means a new generation built around you. I don't think Wrench is going to stay as the right hand forever. I don't even think he's going to stay with us forever. He has plans to move to the council. And he has a pretty solid idea of how he's getting in. So eventually, if Wrench does move out, one of you might become the right hand anyway. If you live that long. If you need time to discuss with one another, you can, or if you wish to argue against it.
I feel like I knew it someday, you know, you were gonna have your happy ending, whether it was death or the tiger's downfall. I think that's your best view for a happy ending, for where we are. For yourself, that is. Not for the Whisperers and whole. I don't know what your plans are for after all this, if you survive, like the rest of us. Whether you finally retire or you're just somewhere in the background doing whatever in the Whisperers. I don't know how far out that is either. How close we might be getting to it. Whether Wrench decides to leave once you leave. Or he stays and leads for however long he can. I'm just worried that when that time comes, we still won't have someone ready to lead a new generation.
That's the fear that me and Wrench have. I think we don't have people like Toku, Sean, Millie anymore. And that's not to, you know, doubt your efforts, because, hey, I could say one thing and then if one of you do take up that position eventually, maybe you'll do a stand-up job. Maybe you'll get your name etched on the wall and be a part of the Whisper history. I can't see the future. I can only see the now, and you are two Whisperers that have a lot to go for yourselves. You've got relationships, people you love, you're driven by emotion. All of our leaders, you know, they've lost something. And it's taken losing something for us to not really care anymore. And make this leadership position all we'll ever be. I don't think I'm gonna end up like Toku. I'm not gonna find a happy relationship and settle down. I think Wrench, we're getting close to the end of this war. Closer than you think. And as soon as we're there, at the end of it, Wrench is probably gonna retire. And I will keep going until I get gray hair and probably die. Either by a bullet or, you know, old age. So yeah, it might be down to you guys. And once you do get your positions, be it if it's champion or left, you need to think of who's next. You need to think about who the Whisperers are going to be for you. My only wish is that you take a little bit of what we've taught you and shown you into the future, to hold yourselves as much as me and Wrench have held ourselves, with the respect that we expect from you and from everyone else and the outsiders in District Zero. To not let corporations walk over you and control you. The symbols you wear on yourselves, they are, they as much as they've fallen to the wayside, they mean something. We're meant to be that silent voice that no one else can hear until we want them to. So, what's it gonna be?
I think that's really up to Python if she thinks she's ready to take that side next to you. Because I'll take champion. And I'm not saying that as a settlement or anything like that. I kind of just stopped thinking about it because I kind of thought you tossed it to the wayside after a bit. After Carlos went back to one of the other outposts. So left hand kind of was my forerunning for a while. Or right hand.
Also, something you need to keep in mind is that you might be giving up your department. You don't have to. You can run your department at the same time, but you're going to have a hell of a lot more responsibilities to handle as a left hand. You won't be in the hollow as much. You'll be doing what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna sit on a fucking train for 2 hours and go into different outposts. Wondering about the ongoings of the war. Handling other outposts' issues. You'll be collecting a hell of a lot more data than just the hollows. You'll probably be dealing with funding, reports, everything. And you'll be handling a lot more whisperers personally as well.
If you believe and you trust in me to be your left hand, your voice, then I will perform it to the best of my capabilities. But while I don't want to be hands-on with intelligence, I want to ensure that the person who I leave in my stead is properly tempered and ready to take that position.
I want to keep heavy security for another couple months before I leave it to Cyrus.
Okay. You think Cyrus is a good pick?
He is
Unstable,
again,
sometimes. I've seen it personally. He's heavily anger-driven at times.
he is the best of what we have left. And I want to keep that going for as long as I can. And when I say of what we have left, I mean the legacy that's between you and me.
Okay.
He was here before I was.
Sure. Okay. Last chance to change your mind. And so it is settled. Python. Reagan. You are officially the left hand of the Whisperers. Congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be expecting great things from you. In the week, I will be providing you new objectives, new missions, new priorities for you to handle. I expect them to be done as soon as they're sent.
Of course.
I also expect you to have the same level of understanding, compassion, and order that you have been balancing within your time in the Hollow. Do not let a leadership position go to your head, one so high as this, and do not let it control you either. It's very easy to fall into a place that you can't pull yourself out of. Wrench, specifically, as you both know, is playing a part. One that I regrettably needed him to be, but one he was accepting of, where others haven't been in the past. My right hand needs to be my villain. The person that can be the hammer, the action. So me and you can be more understanding and compassionate. Muerte. Ezra. Congratulations on your permission as your position as champion. Please make sure that you uphold it well. And bring our people together in time of darkness and loss. When our whispers fall, it is you that they will look to guide them. It is you from here on who will probably most likely be handling a lot of recruitment. I expect you to do updates on the train yard as you have been doing anyway. I know you have experience in training the Echoes. Continue this work, but on a larger scale. The other outposts need to know who you are. You need to be a beacon to them. When you are on the field, I expect the two of you to hold your positions well, to not be undermined, to not let others trample you, and to have your voice heard at all times. That goes for the Whisperers and for outsiders. You represent something new. You represent me, Odeli, the Council of Nine, and our future. Is there anything else that we need to go over?
Not presently, I do not believe.
I thank you for your time. Feel free to head out when you're ready.
If you die in the next month, I'm bringing you back so I can kill you again.
God, I've already died once. Let me fucking rest. I don't think my knees could take it anymore. Have a good night.
You as well.
No. Holy shit, dude. I didn't think that was happening today.
No, I didn't think it either.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Fuck you. Holy shit.
I'll make an announcement in the Whisper channel later.
Is it okay if we like say this canonically happened like Friday night? Like after fucking all that shit, or Saturday morning?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I do know, man. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh boy.
What the hell, man? Fuck.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
We didn't have this scene. How were you gonna fucking do that? When were you gonna do that? If you did it now.
You know. Eventually.
Real, honestly.
I just thought, yeah, you know, maybe
This
it's a good
freaking
thing.
wheel, bro. This freaking wheel.
That was the suggestion that Wrench made, was like, Murray would make a great champion, and Python would make a good left. We need them. Wrench is like slowly deteriorating the more I talk to him. So I'm like, fuck me,
I
dude.
watched the entire conversation you guys had, and I could feel the mental on both sides just falling off.
Yeah,
as
we're just like,
that combo went on.
That
hour and a half long combo.
We're just like, I'm gonna head out.
I'm head out.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
It's not your problem.
Yeah.
Have fun.
You're gonna find me in a body bag in 2 months. Cause fuck you.
Said the fucks you guy.
Who's actually Ezra from GangRP? But that was. I wasn't expecting it to be a bad conversation, but it was a lot. It was a lot like nicer and weirdly lighthearted than I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck did you think it was gonna be?
Like I said, not anything bad. It was just
Fuck
like,
this guy.
Fuck this guy, honestly, dude. Which is really funny because I play Ezra where like they kind of know you slightly better than you think they know you.
Yeah.
So like they know you don't lose your shit as most people would probably think you would. But out of character, I'm like, dude, he's gonna fucking yell at me, bro. I'm gonna fucking cry at a character. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
What the fuck?
I'm gonna lose my shit.
I was like, oh,
Stop that. Stop. I don't know how to process this. Stop.
What is he doing? What is this guy doing?
Is he okay? Does he like? Does he need like a burrito or something? I'm confused, bro.
You call your girlfriend or something real quick?
Oh my god, dude. You're awesome.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah. Good scene, good
Oh,
scene.
yeah, dude.
Good.
Great scene.
Great scene.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna end my stream. Probably head out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey y'all, you have a
Have a
good
good
one.
night.
Come on.
I'll see you whenever I see you.
Yeah, bye bye. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
I'm also gonna quickly end my stream.
Yeah, I already ended mine.
Alright guys.
You guys are late.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, don't hurt me. I'm trying to think of like the mood that's gonna be between them for the fucking car ride back to the hollow. Or train ride back to the hollow, however we got here.
It's just gonna be awkward silence, and then one of us suggests to go get food.
Hey, there's a burger joint right there in the corner. You wanna get a burger? Okay. You got a Slurpee waiting for me at home. I hope it's in the freezer.
Okay, let me actually end my stream real quick. Alright guys. Thank y'all for coming around for the stream. It was fun. I wasn't expecting that to happen today. I don't think anyone was. Anyway. I'll see you for more gang stuff on Tuesday. Anyway. I keep saying anyway. I'm gonna pop out. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.